Hi, hello, my name is Duck, and welcome to my floor. First of all, please excuse my hands. I dyed my hair yesterday and I never wear gloves because I'm an idiot, so I promise I haven't, dipped my hands in a bowl of tomato soup or anything. It's just dye. There's nothing there, it's just leftover dye because I'm an idiot. Despite that, welcome to my first NCT collection video. I started collecting in March of this year. I thought it would just be nice to have an end of year look about to see what's going on, how far I've come, and I thought it would be really nice to have something to look back on. And also, these types of videos are my favourite. I love watching them. I love seeing other people's collections, and I love drooling over what other people have for them. It's great. So I thought, why not make my own? I'm sorry about the light. I'm working off of the main light because it is currently, December, so natural lighting isn't a thing. But we'll deal with it. It's a first video, it's not going to be great, but we'll see. I have 4 binders. I have mine Xiaojun Mini A5 binder, that's just a little thing. I have my main NCT 127 Photocard binder because NCT 127 is my group. I collect as much as I can for them, and I only collect a tiny weeny bit for wavy because I'm a weak-willed human being. And then I have these 2 binders which are bigger inclusions. This chunky one is solo inclusions, and then this is group inclusions. But I thought we'd start with the Photocard because that's the most exciting, I think. So let's go. Once again, sorry about the glare. Hopefully it's not too bad. This is the folder where you can see I try to decorate it. I actually have another clear A4 binder on the way because this one's getting a bit chunky with stuff at the back. So I'll have a clear A4 binder eventually to match this one, but I'll explain that when we get there. But yeah, you can tell that I tried on this one and then I didn't for the rest of them, so I think when I get that A4 binder I might do a reorganise and decorate my binders with me because I think that'd be quite nice, and honestly it's just an excuse to be all crafty and I like that. So you open up here, really proud of this, so much washi tape, so many little stickers, I love it. But then you've also got this, which is, if I open it and have a better look, my list of things that I've bought because I don't want to get super confused and double buy things or miss out on things because I thought I've bought them and I haven't. So I make a list of everything I've bought, and obviously crossed off means I have it, and then the little things here mean that if that focuses, a little line here means that they're on the way. And then in here I probably need to get rid of this. It's I used to keep a track of everything I had, because I got super into the organising side. I just keep a little cross of what cards I have and don't have, but that's sort of fallen to the wayside a bit. But then I also have these, which I use to sort of put a note on if things are on the way or I've bought, but you'll see more of these later. So, also I have underneath here post-it notes of lists of things I need to buy for Yuta, Tail and Johnny because I collect most thoroughly for those 3. Not so much Tail because he is a bias, but Johnny and Yuta are my alts. So I collect very thoroughly for those, but I will explain once again as we go. There's a section at the back for solo member things, extra little cards and stuff that aren't necessarily group things. So I'll explain when we get to it. But yes, first page, fire truck. I made they're just white cards with little stickers on, just white sleeves with stickers on, if you can see. Oh, whoopsies. White cards with stickers on for where Do-young and Johnny would go, but obviously they weren't in the fire truck area, so there you go. I don't have much for fire truck, as you can see, but I'm taking it slow with older eras because there's so much going on at the minute. So, they're not on the back burner, but I'm not rushing to complete them. I'll probably end up later down the line just buying a bunch of copies when I have the money and sort of trading and stuff. Then we have Limitless, the postcards, because they probably should go in the bigger inclusions, but I like to class these that version of the photo card, and they fit quite nice in 4 pockets. Like, there's a little bit of overhang, but I don't mind that too much. It's not, you know, I'm not gonna like cry or anything if they get super damaged, because they are quite big, but it's better than taking up a lot of space with the 2 pocket, so I don't quite mind. Maybe once there's more room in this binder, I might switch them over to 2 pockets, because I can see how that will annoy me in the future, but for now it's fine. And then Cherry Bomb. Oh, I love Cherry Bomb. They are just so cute. I do love the black, pink and purple aesthetic they have going on for Cherry Bomb. It is one of the best styled eras in my opinion. Now for Irregular, Irregular and Regulate, I don't have a lot because Regular, Irregular and Regulate are so incredibly hard to find. Like Regular, Irregular and Punch, or like the final round, they're so incredibly hard to find, and I think maybe just because the albums are like 30 quid something each, it's too much. I never find anything. Like, I'll be looking for these the longest, and it'll probably take me the longest to collect, so oh well. I'll do it eventually. This is more of a slow and steady type collection, because I did go very mad at the beginning. Like I said, I only started collecting in March. I went very crazy at the beginning, and then I hit my broke era, so I couldn't collect anymore, and I had a little like rethink about my collection and stuff, which is probably a bit early for someone who hasn't been collecting that long, but I think it did me good. And I'll explain more about, you know, my little collecting rules and stuff once we get further in, because up until now they've only had like 2 card versions per album, and that's like doable. I thought I'd struggle collecting Empathy, but I don't think I'm doing too bad. This annoys me. I don't like horizontal cards, and this being upside down annoys me all to hell. But whatever, it's Taeyong, it's cute. But I don't think I did too bad for Empathy. I always had like horror stories about Empathy, like it's the hardest to collect and like they're all expensive, but I think I did pretty well. Maybe I just got really lucky. And then Chain, another one that'll be super hard to find because they're so expensive. I am very lucky that I pulled Jaein. I am so lucky. My Jaein and Taeyong look tends to be quite good. I'm very, very thankful because those members are just, oh, they're so expensive. I love them. But people need to like chill on their pricing because it's horrendous. I don't envy any Taeyong or Jaein collectors out there. Like, I'm glad you're happy, but oh boy, I pray for your wallets. Superhuman. I love Superhuman. I really like the warm tones that these photo cards have. Like, I really like them. I think it all looks quite like cohesive, even though they're all quite different. Awaken. I love Awaken. I think the Awaken photo shoot is one of my favourites just because I love dinosaurs and stuff, and the photo shoot for Awaken is basically them at an archaeology site with like rope everywhere, and I just really like it. And I know they're more like, I think these are probably classed as concept cards, but I really like them and I like the backgrounds, and I just, yeah, give more love to Awaken people. I think it's good. Now, this was the first collection I finished, and I made a point to finish it first because Neozone is my album. I think maybe it's because like I said, I found out about NCT in March, and, well, Neozone was the closest full album at that point. Like, that was like their last full album, and I latched onto it with my entire soul. Collecting and NCT have been a real, like, emotional crutch for me this year, so I latched onto NCT and Neozone with my entire being, and I wanted this to be the first collection I finished, especially, like, specifically the N version, because I love the concept, and yellow is my favourite colour, and that's what, you know, the backs are. Like, it's incredible. And then this was my first card ever that I pulled. I have double sleeved it because I am an emotional... I'm just emotional. I'm emotional like that. So I've double sleeved it, and I pulled Yuta, and that was like when he like solidified himself as my ult. I was like, no, I've been noticing you in all the videos and all the songs, and now you're the first card I pull? Okay, you are top of my list. So he currently ties first place with Johnny because I can't not have them both at the top. I think it's a bit silly, I'm not gonna lie, how people are like, oh, you can only have this and the other, you can only have one bias. Like, no, I have a lot of love in my heart to give. So those are my top 2 alts, and then Tail is top 3 bias as well. Second completed one, this Mark card was so hard to find, and I don't know why, probably because he's like pouting and he's super cute, but it was so hard to find. But once again, super cute. I prefer the first concept picture to these ones, but these still super cute. And then the T version, harder to find as well, but I might at least get another version for myself just because I want to rip some of the pages out and stick them on my wall. I think the T version of the album is incredible, like the packaging, what you get with it, it's just so good. I love it so much. And then Kinos. Now, I don't collect Kinos for all of them. I like having Kinos because I'm very much an album completionist. I like having every version of the album, which makes it really hard to collect when there's member versions, but I like having every version of the album, so I collect Kinos too. I'm more focused on album collecting than I am PC collecting, of like version wise. But I don't collect Kinos for every era. I just sort of like, I get my Kinos and then I keep them for Johnny and Yuta, or like I trade. However, Neozone is my favourite. It will be my favourite for a long while, and it was like my first album with them properly, like my first full album at least, because Loveholic was already out by then, but it was my first full album with them, and I'm, like I said, I'm emotional, and I get attached to things, so I decided to keep all the Kinos and collect them, and also I pulled this Taeyong, and I wasn't going to get rid of him, the absolute cutie, so yeah, I got scammed with this. I got a different version of this first, and it was a fake. I was really upset because I paid a good amount of money for it, and I was really upset. But I thought, oh, it's fine, it's on eBay. Like, I've bought from this seller before. They're, like, really good. Like, it was, like, an official one. It was, like, a K-pop site one, you know. And now I got scammed. So, I don't shop from there anymore. And I was really upset, but that one's real, I think. Now, eventually, I would like to have all of the versions of the circle cards as well, but I don't like storing circle cards because they're just sort of, like, fussy. Like, I can't get Taeyong to, like, stay upright, and, like, everything's sort of tilted a bit. They're just a bit fussy, so a collection of them will do for now. It's not, like, super high priority. Now, Punch. 2 cards. Yep. 4 on here, which is a surprise, but yeah, we're just going past that. It's too much. Too much. I don't want to think about how hard it is to collect them. Now moving on to Resonance. This is when I sort of changed my rules a little bit, like my personal rules a little bit, because I tried so hard to look for like all the separate like past, future, access ID cards. I tried to look for all of them, and I realised that collecting more than 2 versions is impossible for me. Financially and just physically, it's impossible. So what I decided to do was implement the rule that I collect 2 full versions and then a mixture of the rest. So I guess if there's like 3 versions, I'll be able to collect all 3 versions, but my rule is 2 solid versions and then a mixture of the rest. So Resonance is a little bit different because I have a mixture of past and future, and then I have a mixture of the ID, access, and yearbook cards, which I really do prefer the ID cards. I might end up going back to collect all the ID cards, but for now I'm happy that just to have a mixture, and then a mixture of the arrival and, what's that? A mixture of the arrival and departure versions, which is a sad page, but that's fine. But yeah, there was just too many to collect all of them for, and it was getting a lot more stressful than it was fun, so I was like, no, you know what, let's get a mixture of each. I do collect all versions for Johnny, Yuta, and Tail for album versions, but that will be in my solo member thing. Now moving on to Loveholic, again, a little bit sad, but because it's a Japanese release, everything's a bit more expensive, so it's going to be a slow-going process, but I don't mind. I think that's actually quite nice that it'll last me a while. It'll keep me occupied, it'll be an emotional crutch for longer. Yeah, I've got this version. I actually really like this version. I saw people saying it was like ugly and stuff, but I like it. I like their outfits, and I really like the Gimme Gimme video. So yeah, they're good outfits. And then I've got a collection of the other versions because, once again, even though it's tightening my rule, instead of being like 2 versions and then a mixture of the rest, Loveholic cards are expensive. I absolutely caved and bought the Loveholic teddy bear and pulled this Taeyong. I think that's the C version, which I love those versions so much, but they are so expensive. I would not have bought the Taeyong one at all. If I hadn't pulled him, I wouldn't have it. So yeah, these versions less so, and then I don't have any of the colourful light concepts, which I'd like a couple of them. But they would go on here, and then these versions would go on here. I do have quite a few to collect though, but it's fine. Slow going, I don't mind. Slow and steady wins the race and all that. I don't mind. Now moving on to Sticker, which was my first official album release with these guys. I was so excited. I made a Twitter and a trade Instagram for trading and stuff, which had been really scary up until this point. So I will link both of them below if you're interested. But yeah, Sticker was incredible. Sticker was so good. I'm so sad we didn't have enough time with Sticker and Favourite, but yeah. That's a conversation for another day. I also really like how the concept cards look with the backs of these. I think they fit really nicely. I also really like the concept cards. Once again, I just really like the outfits, and I think they all absolutely killed it. I understand people who don't like concept cards because I guess it's not as personal, but I really like these. I really, really like them. And I like how uniform it all looks. I think maybe that's one of the biggest things. And then a mixture of the other versions, because once again, they had too many versions. I could not trade for this one. This one is my favourite tail card, I think, ever. Just because it's so cute. I love them so much. The dog was probably the best bit out of the entire music video. I'm sorry I'm leaning awkwardly. I'm leaning around my tripod. But yeah, I could not trade for that. I had to buy it, and that is absolutely understandable that I had to buy it because I wouldn't want to give that card up either. But yep, different versions. A mixture of the sticky, sticker, and soul versions. So many. Now on to favourite. Repackages, of course, it's going to be a lot harder to find and a lot harder to trade and a lot harder to buy because they're super expensive, but I don't mind, that's fine. Slow and steady again. I much prefer the Catharsis photo cards. I think I'm in desperate need for the Johnny version of the Catharsis card because if you notice, my Twitter and YouTube are both Mullet Boy. It looks like Boulevard, but it's a shortened version of Beloved. And that's because I have an in-joke with myself about Johnny being called Mullet Boy, because I said it once when he first got his mullet and then it just stuck in my head, and he is peak emo Mullet Boy in this photo card, and I need it. Sorry for the cut. It cut off on me, and I don't know why, but first filming mistakes and whatever, I guess. But let's go. Mullet Boy, my beloved, that's fine. We'll move on. Now to the pendant cards. I really wish that they'd done mini ID style pendant cards, because I think that'd be really cool to put them in an actual locket. Imagine if SM had released a locket as well, that you could put the ID, the pendant ID card in. I think that'd be really cool. I mean, SM hire me for merch ideas or stuff, I guess. I would have bought it. Anyway, I actually really do like the oval pendant cards. I think they're really cool. I hate the Catharsis ones. They don't fit anywhere. But we'll talk about that when we move on to the bigger inclusions. Now, I've set up for Universe. I'm not going to get anything I ordered probably until about mid to late January because of, Christmas delivering times and COVID. There's been massive delays because I live in the UK, but that's fine. I don't mind. I know they're on the way. It's fine. I just won't watch anyone's unboxing or anything because I will feel major FOMO, but that's cool. Now, on to one of the reasons why I want to make a reorganize and decorate my binders with me video, because this is abysmal. It's just a piece of paper that I wrote in a highlighter on as a divider, and I can do better. I know I can do better, but this will do for now, because after the album photo cards, we move on to just random sets. This is the fan club kit from somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where, I just know that it's a fan club kit, I think. I think these are really cute, but Doyoung, my guy, what is it with that lighting? I wish we could see your face a bit more, but I guess not. These are cute though. This is a Nature Republic set. I adore all of the Nature Republic sets. I think they're incredible. They never miss. I just think they're really cool. especially because a lot of them are like softer concepts, and like softer concepts are my thing. I mean, I saw this one of Yuta, like with the kitten, and I died and knew I had to get the full set. And they were all a pretty good price as well. Also, I'm sorry for my awkward arms. It's just because I'm like leaning around my tripod. Oh no, like that. Oh no, okay. Won't do that again. But yeah, I'm leaning around my tripod, otherwise I will knock it over even worse. So we're learning, we're doing things and we're learning. Now on to one of my all-time favourite sets, the transparent The Icon set. I'm also an absolute sucker for transparent cards. I don't know what it is about them, I just really love them. Which is why they're not in like white sleeves, because I love that you can see through them. I just think that's really cool. I also love that these are black and white and they're barefaced, and I also just love the concept of another member holding onto their faces. I don't know, like I've seen like the behind the scenes and they all had like such fun with it, and I really love it. Now, moving on to my solo member cards. I actually created these like divider pages from the 2020 season's greetings, like extras. I didn't want to just leave them in either my big inclusions binder or just leave them in the box. So I thought it'd be like really cool to create a sort of spy-esque file, because that's sort of the concept they were going for. And then I got like these transparent cards from the back to school kit. And if anyone else in the UK knows about MI High, like that was the whole concept I was going for. I was like, oh my gosh, they're like college kids by day, spies by night, and like this is like their flight number for like when they have to leave the scene of the crime or whatever. I don't know, it's really dweeby, but I had fun with it, and every time I look at them I chuckle, and that's all that matters. But yeah, we're moving into Tail. Now Tail is one of my bias. He's not an alt like Johnny and Yuta are, but he is a bias, so I collect all of his album inclusions that I can, and any just other cards that I see floating about that I really like, which you'll see. The other sets didn't have any white sleeves in them, because if you have a look, you can sort of see, you know, you can tell what album it is, and it's just in age order, so it's really easy to keep track of things. Whereas in these just, I guess, free-for-all pages, you can't. So I sort of set up white sleeves and little orange sticky tabby things to just keep track of what things will go where, so I'm not having to like reshuffle everything every time. And this little cat sticker here means that this is on the way. I think it's really cute. So yeah, all album inclusions like Neo's Own Circle cards, the Resonance Yearbook. And then here I have some Slow Acid PCs that I think I have on the way, which is why I haven't like catted them. I haven't catted them because the person I'm buying them from hasn't received them yet. But I think, you know, I love the Slow Acid cards so much. So hopefully they get them, and hopefully I can put them in here. But yeah, it's just album cards or like little extras that I see that I really like. So Slow Acid cards, or the Soul Link PC that comes with the ticket. I sort of alternate getting them between Johnny, Yuta and Tail. I like sort of like buy one for one and then buy one for the other, like sort of rotation, because I don't have enough money to get all three. But that's my Tail PC collection. Now onto my Johnny PC collection. I collect all the stuff like I do with Tail, but I also include Kinos, and I'm a lot more open to collecting other things. Like I'm a lot more open to impulse purchases with Johnny and Yuta, like his Rookies card. This is one of my favourite photo cards, and I got it at a really good price considering what you do see it sold for. It is one of my favourites though, just because of like not how rare it is, or like how expensive it was. I guess how expensive it was, but yeah, it's double sleeved because I thought it should be. I just really like it. I think maybe because I got into them so late, I sort of want to like do anything I can to catch up on the eras that I missed. So yeah, I don't know, having it just makes me feel like I've been around for longer than I have, and I like that. I also have his Absolute Emo SM Town 2018 R card. I don't know what they're called. I just call them R cards, but I really like it because Emo Johnny is second in my heart after Mullet Boy Johnny. But yeah, Superhuman Kino, another R card, more Punch stuff, Resonance stuff, another transparent card, I don't collect pre-order benefits. If I get one, then great, but I don't collect them because I know for a fact that that is another slippery slope down into heartbreak because pre-order benefits are so hard to collect. So I don't let myself get into that. If I get them, I get them, great. If I find specific ones that I think are cute for a cheap price, great, but I don't go looking for them. But this one was transparent and he's basically making the Newt face, so I couldn't resist. Another Slow Acid PC, which is one of my favourites because it's got long hair Johnny. And I have his Slow Acid shirt. It was like a little like treat for myself, getting his and Yuta's shirts. I only got Johnny's initially, and then Yuta's got restocked and I had to grab it. But look, he's like making basically his Newt face, and I really love the backs of these. I just love that it has all the drawings on them. But yeah, and the shirt is super well made, super comfy, and it's yellow, which is my favourite colour. It's great. It's really good. Oh, go down. Go down. There you go. But then I've got some of his NCT stuff coming, then sticker and favourite stuff, and his Vampire Live Castle 127 photo card for the ticket is coming. Like I said, I sort of alternate, so because I got his for the Vampire one, I got Tails for the Link one. I want a Taeyong, who I barely have anything for. I wish I could collect more special cards for the other members, I really do. Like, I'm gonna try and get more like random cards. You know, if you pick something and it's like 1 of 3, blah blah blah, but you don't know who it is, like a blind bag for like with merch drops and stuff. I want to start getting more of them because I think that's really fun, and I do want more cards for the rest of them because if I had enough money and like time, I would collect everything for all of them, but I have to prioritize. But yeah, it's like a Beyond Live, it was a live something photo and some circle cards. Oh yeah, Beyond the Origin. Now for Yuta, who I have a lot more for, that was also from his back to school kit. I don't like his back to school kit photos. There's something about them that I don't think looks like him. Like, I'll show you on one of them. There's one that like sort of freaks me out. But yeah, I have his Rookies card. I really do love the Rookies card. There's something about the Rookies era that warms my heart so much. Like, Switch is my favourite song. Out of all of the NCT songs, Switch is my favourite song. And maybe that's because, like, that's why I'm attached to the Rookies card so much. I just love them. But yeah, more Resonance stuff, and then his back to school stuff. This one, that does not look like him. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the editing or like some really bad Photoshop, but that just doesn't look. Can you see? Will it? I don't know. It just doesn't look like him at all, and it freaks me out a bit. But it's in here. Then his Slow Acid PC, I really do love it, and like long black hair Yuta is one of my favourites. It's one of my favourite looks on him, and the back is super cute. I don't know if any of this is in frame, I can't see my phone. It's too high. Also, yeah, sorry about like the video quality. It is just me, my phone, and my overhead living room light, because natural lighting doesn't exist in December. So we're working with what we have. Also his fan meet. Then some last things, and then thing for NCT Universe. Do-young. I wish I had more for Do-young. Like, look at the duality in these two pictures. Look at him. This is a freebie, and I had to put it in here because it's his iconic pose, and I can't not. They still clown him for it to this day. Let Do-young live. This is from his deluxe box concept, the concept version. I had such a hard time getting the deluxe box because I live in the UK and SM Global weren't shipping to me. I had such a hard time even finding one that I like snatched up whatever I could get, like when I found one, and I was really lucky someone was just selling it for retail price. And I got my t-shirt with it, and yeah, this is so good. I love him, but I'm really glad I could like snatch it up. Jaehyun, I don't have much for Jaehyun. Either this is the icon sticker. I found that for like really cheap, and that is in a white sleeve because it's transparent. And then this is a freebie, but I love it so much because, like I said, I am a sucker for transparent cards, and I just think it's really cool. Like, I'd love an entire set of these. Like, I just think it's really cool. Now Jungwoo, I don't have much for Jungwoo either. I just have his ID card because I was like I said before, I was collecting everyone's ID card and I was collecting everyone's, you know, everything for Resonance, but that didn't work out well, so I just put it in the back from where I already had it. And then another freebie, but that was when he made a cake for his mum for Mother's Day or Parents' Day, and I just thought it was really cute, so it's staying there, and I Polaroid look. I just think it's cute. Mark, I don't have anything for Mark. It's just his The Icon sticker, which is sort of faded, which is a shame, but that's how it came to me. It was a good price, it was like £4. So, you know, I'm not too mad. I would have liked the full sheet, because you can see where they cut it out. But, oh well, maybe I'll find one day. I wish I had more for Mark. I really want his Pink Fong T-Rex mask photo card, but I can't afford to collect for Dream, so I don't want to start, because that will be a slippery slope and then I'll just end up in tears when I can't afford everything. So I'm sort of holding off on buying that, but also it's expensive. So, you know, I don't want to start that and then just cry. And then Heichani. I have surprisingly a lot for Heichan, but that's mainly because I bought the Neozone Nordic necklace. I could only find Heichan's, but I'm quite glad I could find one at all, and I'm glad it was Heichan's because he looks so cool in this concept, and I think the photo cards that came with it are so cool. Like, that's what the necklace looks like. It's just Nordic bronze or whatever. It's really cool. But yeah, that is my PC binder, and as you can tell from the back, I did actually try. This is the only one I did try in, but now we will move to my absolutely tiny Xiaojun collection. It's tiny, but also, yes, very quickly, this solo section is going to be moved into a clear A4 binder, like this one. It's just going to be A4. So I've got a bit of continuity going, and this folder will then be a lot less chunky, and I'll be able to fit more in because it's getting full. Ta-da. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm propping it all up on Kinos. I'm propping everything up on Kinos. Please don't mind the Kinos while I show you this one. But yeah, this is my tiny Xiaojun binder because I'm not collecting everything for Wavy, but Xiaojun has wormed his way into my heart. Can you see? We'll prop this up as well. But yeah, I don't have anything. I have these two cards and that's it. But I was really interested in an A5 binder. And then also I have these from Please Ignore the Mess. I couldn't find any proper like file folders. This is just a placeholder. But yeah, I got the Wavy Our Little Friends like stickers and postcard and stuff, and I just thought they were really cute and I couldn't help myself. That was my first official piece of Wavy merch. But yeah, that's my absolutely tiny Xiaojun binder. Just very much a work in progress. I want to decorate the front with like a paint pen or something. I think that's my goal. Now moving on to my solo big inclusions. Okay, big binder time. I'm probably just going to do a quick old flip through of this because there is a lot. Quick side note, I hate these things. They are too big. I should probably get 3 pockets, but I don't have any, and they don't fit in 4 pockets, and I just think they waste space. It's a lot. I hate this binder, I'm not gonna lie, just because it is so finicky getting stuff in and out. Oops, sorry, bash the tripod. But yeah, it's sort of a hassle getting things back and forth through it. But I'm not entirely sure there's a better option. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Yeah, not entirely sure there's a better option, but... Oops, sorry. Oop. Whoopsies, whoopsies, whoopsies. Oh no. Okay. Whew. I'm reaching around the tripod, as I said before, so it's a little bit awkward, but I'll get the hang of it eventually. It probably doesn't help that I'm doing this on a carpet, and the carpet is sort of unstable. Ooh. But yes. Big binder done, now on to group solo stuff. I said group solo stuff, I meant group bigger inclusions, but we start here with any extras from CDs, like labels and stuff, but I didn't want to keep the full packaging, so I took them off, stuck them on 2 pieces of paper with a little bit of space in between so that if I want to, you know, cut these out and stick them elsewhere I can. I just thought it's quite a nice opening, because like, look at all the albums they've done, you know, like this isn't even like half of them. I like it. And then we have tickets, which I haven't separated by time like the rest of them, but I like all the tickets being together. I think it just looks really nice, and I really like the ticket aesthetic. I'm very much a person who keeps like concert tickets and like movie like tickets and stuff, so this is really nice. More for later. With the like actual like brochure aspect, I've had to, because they're quite heavy and they will just fly out, I've stuck them down with some green tape that I got in a set that I think is quite neo green. I thought that was quite nice. I'll flip through. More planning. I'll probably have to make a filler for this because I'm not sure they have any big inclusions for like 2017 and stuff. So we'll have to have a look. And this is, we've got Chain, which these came with the cassette. Then from the fan club kit, I think 2019 season's greetings, the 2019 summer kit, which I only got for the water bottle, and I use it every day. But I really like this concept. An Awaken postcard, I don't know if that's like an official postcard or what, if it was just a freebie, but I keep it in here, I like it. Another fan kit thing, and then these are from Superhuman. You're superhuman. And then these are the 2020 season's greetings. This is my favourite photo because it's my boys. I really like this concept as well. I think it's quite muted, but it's quite nice. And then Kick It. I don't normally like lenticulars, but this is just so cool. The Ozone, the T version, is just really does have some of the best packaging and like inclusions. Like, look at that, that's so cool. Honestly, I think they peaked a bit with the design of Neozone the T version. I think they peaked. And then this is the Kino, Neozone Kino, and a Punch. I really do think the concepts for Punch are incredible, but I think that's a general consensus. I think everyone sort of like loves the styling for Punch. And then the 2021 season's greetings, which I also really love the concept of. And then some stuff for Loveholic. I found this as like a really cheap, apparently it was a pre-order benefit, but I like it. I like having a representation of at least something from that era. And then sticker, I mainly put this one in here because I made myself a Bring the Noise shirt, and I wanted to keep the template in case I wanted to make another one, so I stuck that back here. And then I had a couple of sticker copies left over, so I thought I'd make a little dividers for them, save with favourite. I just like having the representation there. And then I've got a postcard from the Catharsis, which I really like that. It's sort of lost in this, but I needed something. And then you have the ones from the, I think this is the Poetic Kino. And then the Tragic Kino is on the way, but like I said, it's a long time coming to the post. But yeah. Ta-da! That's it. My quite decent collection, I think. I can't wait to see what else I can get next year and how much the collection will grow. I'm really excited. I'm also really excited for Universe. The album is incredible. I can't wait to like get my hands on my own copies, and I can't wait till next year. I'm looking forward to it. I hope I can maybe make more videos. If you watched all the way through to the end, thank you so, so much. I hope you have a really nice rest of your holidays and a really good new year, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!